tasing, man! I'm trying to get the taser.
While police make sure that suspects do not harm any civilians under their watch, sometimes they themselves end up in a life-threatening situation and have to use any means necessary to survive. Here are 8 such cases we will take a look at today, where suspects tried to assault the cops. Winston Tate. Starting off with Winston Tate, who, on the 12th of August 2023, attacked a female officer with a hammer.
Can you put that down, please?
What?
Can you put that down, please?
No.
The scene unfolded at 195 Liberty Street, Middlesex, when the Middletown police responded to a complaint of excessive noise and breaking glass. The police department deployed Officer Carly Travis to resolve the issue, but she was not expecting this to happen.
Stop!
Tate is smashing glass windows and screaming. When he sees the officer approach him, he comes out of his home with a claw hammer and starts walking towards the officer. She tells him to drop the tool, but to no avail.
Back up, come up hot. Stop! Stop!
Watching this, she calls for backup, but she should have drawn her gun instead because Tate quickly closes in the distance between him and her. Tate hits her on the shoulder, immediately knocking her down on the ground. The body camera also gets damaged. Tate continues to attack the injured officer ruthlessly, but fortunately, she manages to get some vital shots at the man. After getting shot, Tate runs off and retreats into 195 Liberty Street, but he is chased down soon when other officers arrive. He was first transported to Hartford Hospital by ambulance, where he was treated by the medics.
We believe that she's strong and she needs to be noted as a heroine, obviously.
As for the officer, she was heavily injured in this incident, but thankfully, her wounds were successfully treated and she was discharged soon. Tate was released from the hospital 2 days later and was charged with first-degree attempted assault and second-degree assault on an officer. The judge also raised bail from $500,000 to $850,000 for him. If you think Tate was unhinged, then surely you do not know about Javier. Javier Pablo Alaman. On the 29th of March 2016, Javier was spotted walking on the highway by Glendale police officer Josh Heiling. The officer stopped him, but he had no idea whom he had stumbled into.
You can't walk on the highway.
I'm sorry about that.
So you got any ID on you?
No, man.
You don't have any ID? Where you coming from?
Dayton.
You're coming from Dayton? Where you been staying at?
Staying?
Yeah.
No, I just came and looking for a taxi company or something like that.
How'd you get down this far?
The Chinese bus.
Okay.
Somebody was supposed to bring me out there, but she didn't appear.
Okay, what's your name?
Carlos. The Spanish for Charles.
Not only is he acting strange, but he is also lying for some reason. Carlos is not his real name, and he might still have his ID with him. The officer is growing slightly suspicious, and he makes sure to scrutinize the hell out of Javier for good measure.
What's your last name?
Umbrella.
How you spell it?
A-M-B-L-L-L.
2 L's? R?
E-L-A.
What you got in your backpack?
Dirty clothes.
Alright, let's just set it down here.
So far, Javier is complying nicely with the officer, but do not let this fool you. This man holds huge potential for harm, and this tendency gets unraveled shortly.
Keep your hands out of your pockets for me.
Sorry, sir.
Here, let's walk up to my cruiser real quick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have you place your hands on the back of my cruiser. I'm going to pat you down for officer safety.
The officer tells him to raise his hands, but just then, Javer does the most unexpected thing.
I'm going to pat you down for
Kill me now! Kill me! Now!
7 King 11, shots fired, shots fired!
Out of nowhere, Javier slaps away Josh's hands, pulls out a knife, and charges toward him. In a hurry, Josh draws his gun, and after several warnings, he is forced to pull the trigger. Normally, this is sufficient damage for anyone to reconsider their life decisions, but not Javier, who gets up again.
Sir, miss squad, I shot one. He has a knife. Sir, get down! Sir, get down! Sir, get down! Get down! Get down! Get down! Stay down! Stay down! Stay down! Stay down!
It's obvious from the tone of Josh that he knows how badly this can end for Javier, so he urges him to stay down and avoid further commotion. But apparently Javier does not value his own life enough and repeatedly tells the cop to just kill him. If not, then he will kill him.
Go ahead, do it. Do it.
Get down!
Do it.
7 King 11, one shot, subject shot only. Subject shot only in the abdomen. Still has a knife, not following any orders.
Kill me.
Get on the ground!
Just do it.
Get on the ground!
Do it. Do it.
Vehicle 90, have our units slow traffic down on the interstate to block that off.
It's crazy how Javier is still able to walk around with a bullet wound in the abdomen. When this continued for a few more minutes, Josh had to literally request him to drop the knife and stop this erratic behavior.
Sir, drop the knife! Please drop the knife!
75 to 14-9.
Please drop the knife! Sir, please drop the knife! Don't do it! Drop the knife! Drop it!
Javier collapsed on the ground, and the officers took control of the situation. Upon inquiry, it was found that the man already had an active warrant for killing his landlord 12 days ago. But Josh was unaware of this. Javier survived the shot, and after getting treated, he appeared in court where he was charged with attempted murder and was sentenced to 11 years in jail with a bond price of $1 million. Thankfully, Javier did not harm any of the cops, but that's not the case with this knife wielder, who unfortunately did cut the officer. Gordon. On the 3rd of December, 2023, police officer Dacio and Richard responded to a 911 call of multiple people stabbed at 467 Beach, 22nd Street, Queens. Upon arrival, both officers encountered a 38-year-old man named Courtney Gordon standing in front of the location. At first, they were asking routine questions, but suddenly everything changed in a matter of seconds.
Call the police? You call the police? Anything going on? You don't know? Huh? I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. I don't know either. You live here? Yeah. Where you live? Trying to go somewhere.
Gordon sliced Officer Decio's neck from the left and stabbed Officer Gonzalez on the left side of the head. Officer Gonzalez's body camera has a much more clear angle of the gruesome incident.
Huh? I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. I don't know either. You live here? Yeah. Where you live? Trying to go somewhere.
You can clearly see Gordon subtly getting closer to the officers, and when he was in the attacking range, he swiftly swung his knife in one go. Officer Dacio, even after getting cut, was able to react quickly enough and shoot down Gordon after multiple rounds. Thanks to the medical backup already available, both the cops were transported to the hospital and were saved, but Gordon, however, was pronounced dead due to the fatal bullet wounds. Further investigation revealed that before his encounter with the officers, Gordon was a homeless man and was staying at his aunt's home. And he was the one who stabbed the 5 family members, including 2 children aged 11 and 12. While Gordon cleverly closed in the distance between him and the officers, Ahmad did not use any such strategic tactic. Ahmad Abdullah. On July 3, 2023, the police responded to a 911 call saying that the 25-year-old was threatening to kill them and set the house on fire. The dispatch also informed them that Ahmad could be armed. When the police officer reached the place, he found Ahmad sitting outside the door.
Hey, what's the problem?
Back up, bro.
Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands.
Back up, bro.
Hey, let me take your hand out of your pocket.
No, I won't.
Right now.
Hey, listen, man.
Start me a couple more units over here. He said he's got a gun and he's got his hand in his pocket and won't show me his hands.
The cop calls for backup as Ahmad refuses to comply and makes an unnecessary fuss out of a normal inquiry. For the next whole minute, he continues with his stubborn attitude.
Hey, I ain't going anywhere.
Hey, listen, I'm about to blow this.
Hey.
Hey, look.
Ahmad says that he is halfway through the process of burning the house down and even threatens to shoot the officer. When he sees that the cop is not taking his threats seriously enough, he lashes out at him.
Hey, hey, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Hey, stop! 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 Stop!
The cop shoots him down before he can try anything stupid to inflict damage. Ahmad was transported to the hospital, but unfortunately, could not be saved. But he is not the only one who chose the wrong decision to not back down. Robert Anderson. Yes, we all have rights. This is everyone's planet, and the officers are there to safeguard the basic right of survival for everyone. In doing so, they have to ensure that Anderson does not play around with a knife and harm anyone. The dangerous thing is that Anderson is not alone. His wife is also there wondering why is her husband making a big deal out of this.
I mean, can y'all not come near me? Because I ain't coming near y'all, though.
We just...
What we have is that we want to get away from that knife. You want to step over here and talk to us? That'd be fine. We want to be away from that knife.
This is what I'm saying right here. We all should have rights to just be able to stand where we want to stand. We should be able to do what we want to do. Like, this is our planet. Like, this is our planet. Y'all coming around like this is y'all, and y'all taking it from us.
I understand. We just want to get you away from the knife. Can you just
step? That's all y'all worried about. I'm worried about everything. Like, I just lost my whole. Look what I just did. This is this matrix that we living in. We've been lied to. We all been lied to.
Anderson is straight up trying to manipulate his wife into thinking that the police are the real oppressors. He is essentially making a case that because police have more artillery, they are in control. As a result, they openly abuse the citizens, which is a totally absurd conspiracy theory. But what's more absurd is Anderson's attempt to slit open the officer's throat.
So look at me, baby, just tell me.
Refusing to put down the knife.
Baby.
However you put it down, but he's refusing to step away from the knife. Sir, can I just have you take a couple steps that way?
Robert, step over here for me. I'm not going to come near you.
Can I stay right here?
No.
And we still talk because y'all worried about the knife. Like, y'all got guns, tasers, every fuck. That's what I'm saying, baby. That's what I'm saying. The control. That's what I was doing. I came clean, right? You don't have to forgive me, but I'm still coming clean. Like, they ain't coming clean.
In haste, Anderson picks up the kitchen knife and lunges toward the female officer. Fortunately, she dodges the attack by a margin of centimeters and remains unharmed, but the same cannot be said for Anderson, who is shot multiple times.
They don't even care about that. That's what I'm saying. And all they caring about is the knife. And I ain't even got the knife. I'm just a man right here.
We're
right?
just asking
That's how
if you
y'all
could
look
step
at me.
away from the knife for a second.
And if I step away from the knife, what that mean? Are you recording, baby?
Don't. Hey! Hey! Holy fuck!
By the time officers put him in handcuffs, he is already taking in his last few breaths. The cops perform first aid and do everything they can until the ambulance arrives, but the gunshot wounds proved fatal, and sadly, Anderson could not survive. He looked pretty cooperative at first, but then chose to rebel at the end. That is also the same case with Ethan Freeman. Ethan Freeman. On October 19, 2020, Ethan Freeman was found bleeding outside of a school lobby. His homeowner called the ambulance and 911 for Ethan, who was wounded and claimed to have intense chest pain. Officer Matthew Yao responded to this request and arrived at the scene where he had a friendly interaction with Freeman.
You talking about when did you wake up today?
I haven't been able to sleep for days.
Okay. When's the last time you slept?
It's been a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think you can keep your hand in your pocket for me?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pat you down, okay?
Yep.
All right, just keep breathing, man. Stay relaxed. Focus on taking deep, slow breaths. Okay. Exhale every time.
Yep.
All right. You're gonna be okay. Ambulance is coming, all right?
Yep. Hey, what's going on? I have chest pain really bad in my esophagus area, and I need to go to the hospital station right now.
Stay relaxed. Stay relaxed. Okay. You're not going anywhere until I get your pockets checked out. Okay.
All right. You under the influence of anything? Maybe, I'm not sure.
Okay. What do you think you might be under?
I don't know. I just need mental help and I need medical assistance. Oh.
Matt.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. All right, we'll get you checked out.
Can I please get to the hospital?
Yep.
Just roll on your side.
I'd like to go with the ambulance.
Yep, I know, man. I know.
Apparently, Freeman has injured himself somehow and is in agonizing pain. Officer Yao searches him and then calls a stretcher to take him to a hospital for treatment.
Come on, Nathan.
There you go. Put these with your backpack, okay?
Yep.
Oh,
Can I have my blue bag, sir, please?
yeah, we're gonna put it in with the ambulance, okay? We gotta take your shoes off for now.
All right.
In the initial interaction, Freeman does not seem threatening at all. He is submissive and is doing everything the officer says. As a result, both men have developed a respectable and somewhat trustful relationship with each other. Who knew that the events were going to unfold in such a manner that Yao would have no other choice but to shoot Freeman dead later the same day? It all started when Officer Yao was called up again after Ethan was discharged from the hospital. Apparently, Ethan was generating a lot of disturbance and noise in his apartment.
Ethan! It's Officer Yao. You okay? Ethan, what's going on? Ethan! Hey, what's...
There's feces everywhere. I need you to call the cops and paramedics to get me a rescue team right now.
Ethan, it's Officer Yao from Thornton Police.
Yes, come in here and get me to the hospital.
What's going on?
I have a that's bleeding out like a chicken, and I have a well that's full of feces, and I have a stick that's hard, that's not hard, that's something soft.
Do you have any weapons on you right now?
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, what do you got?
My hand. You got a problem with that?
Hey, it's Officer Yao, dude. What's going on? Hey, you know me.
No one knows what's going on. Officer Yao walks into the premises thinking that Ethan would be respectful just like before, but God knows what happened. He is naked, breaking things, bleeding again, and is verbally abusive. Reports later say that Freeman was on substances at the time, but that does not justify the things he did afterward.
Ethan? 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 Thornton 3, he is naked and threatening my life. Ethan! I am the police, you know me!
3, Woodstock 6, copy that.
I just saw you this morning, dude! Well, why am I gonna bring the paramedics then? Hey, man! Hey! You don't hear me talking to you like that! Ethan, come on!
What was the update?
I did call the paramedics.
That he is threatening
Yeah,
PD.
but they're not gonna come over here if you're being like this.
You can sense from the tone of the officer that he is really disappointed by Ethan, who is now threatening to kill him. Yao can hear noises of things being broken inside the apartment, and as a result, is prepared for anything, but not this.
Ethan? Ethan!
Where is it?
Ethan, stay in there! Ethan!
3, I'm out.
Stay in there! Ethan! Ethan, stay back! Ethan, stay back! Stay back! Ethan, stay back! Ethan, stay back! Ethan! Shots fired! Shots fired!
Ethan just recklessly charges towards Yao, who does not want to harm him, but is left with no other choice. Despite the officer's repeated warnings, Freeman continued to walk towards him, approaching faster than the officer was able to back up. Because Freeman was so close to Yao, the officer did not believe that he could have done this any other way without getting himself severely injured. After getting hit by 2 quick shots, Ethan collapsed to the ground and died. Ethan was insane, but he was not as deranged as Marcus, who directly pulled out a rifle when the cops stopped him on the highway. Day in Marcus Rivas-Maestas. On the 12th of May, 2017, a Douglas County Sheriff's deputy on patrol saw a white Yukon that appeared to be disabled on the eastbound side of East County Line Road. The deputy signaled the car to stop, and as he was walking up to the driver, he saw something that was going to haunt him forever. Out of nowhere, Marcus sneaks out of his seat and, almost like in a horror film jump scare, pulls up on the officer with an AR-15 rifle. The deputy gets knocked down but still manages to get a shot on target.
Keep 15 shots fired. Keep 15 shots fired. Keep 15 shots fired. Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Don't move!
The deputy's voice is proof that his body is in panic mode due to the sudden threat which has heightened his emotions and senses. Luckily, Marcus did not pull the trigger and only threw his rifle on the officer, which did not cause much damage. The deputy's bullet, on the other hand, hit Marcus's arm and he's bleeding out but still moves around, which is a concern for the shock-stricken deputy.
King 15. I'm okay. Start medical for a subject with a bleeding arm. Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Shortly, backup arrives and takes Marcus to the hospital. 9 months later, Marcus received his sentence of 16 years in prison under the charges of first-degree assault, threatening a peace officer with a weapon, a Class 3 felony. While out on bond with a GPS monitor, Marcus was arrested again in Denver on a drug charge. Then Marcus was out on bond for the second time and still managed to get arrested again. This time he tested positive for methamphetamines. While this deputy was lucky that the suspect did not cling to him, the same cannot be said for this officer who was placed in a necklock by a knife wielder. Aaron Hong. 3 officers responded to the River Club apartments after multiple people called 911 to report a man covered in blood, holding a butcher's knife, and acting hysterically. This man was later identified as Aaron Hong. When they arrived, Aaron was walking outside holding the knife. Watching this, the cops drew out their firearms and told Aaron to put the knife down.
Put the knife down! Knife down! Put the knife down! Put the knife down! Put it down! Put it down! Put the knife down!
Aaron does not listen to the warnings of the cops and instead runs directly towards one of them, yelling out chants of "Kill me!" while holding a butcher's knife.
No, 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 no! Put the knife! Shots fired, Central, shots fired! Put the knife! Hands on your back!
It's common sense that a gun will always be faster than a knife, so it is a mystery why these offenders just throw away their lives for something so unnecessary and unreasonable. What's worse is that after getting shot once, they do not accept their failure and fight back only to get injured further, and that is exactly what Aaron does.
No, 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 no! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! No! Get on the ground, man! Tase him! No, no, no!
Just 1 second of carelessness and Aaron has grabbed down one of the officers. In a spine-chilling change of events, all critical responsibility falls on the shoulders of the second officer. If he takes a couple of accurate shots toward the head, then the first officer's life will be saved. If he fails, then Aaron might inflict some irreversible damage.
Stop! Hey, you good? You good? You good?
The paramedics attempted to treat Aaron at the scene, but he succumbed to his injuries and died. Fortunately, the officer was not harmed, but it is still heartbreaking to see officers facing deadly and life-threatening attacks just because someone else does not care about their own lives. Both the cops were interrogated later to see if there was a genuine reason to pull the trigger, and after watching the body camera footage, the police department labeled their actions as justified. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.